Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lauren Fix, and this is the 2024 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. Now, the regular Atlas is a 3-row SUV. This is the Cross Sport, so it's a 2-row SUV. It is sportier, but there are a lot of changes for 2024, including a really impressive upgraded interior and a lot of other features. We're gonna go through that all, so stay with us to the end and we'll go through the prices, the pros and cons, and a lot of other features. I'd like to thank Basil Volkswagen in Lockport, New York for letting us drive this Cross Sport, so make sure to check out their website. They've got a lot of these in inventory and one that'll fit your budget. There are 6 different trim levels. Today we're test driving the SEL R-Line, and this is the 4Motion or their all-wheel drive. Now let's start with the vehicle itself. If you're looking for a 2-row SUV that seats 5 people, this is certainly one to consider and become very popular for a lot of reasons. First off, this vehicle is the largest vehicle that Volkswagen has ever made. And you can see that this is far from your Beetle or your GTI, but they've put a lot of that German technology and design into this vehicle, and you can see it throughout the entire vehicle, starting with the LED headlights and the signature lighting that runs all the way across the front of the vehicle. Behind that large Volkswagen logo is all of your safety features, and you have that R-Line logo to let people know that you're driving the cooler, sportier version. Our test vehicle rides on 20-inch alloy wheels with all-season Kumho tires. There are other wheel choices as well, but I do like this one. It's very nicely designed, and of course that Volkswagen logo in the middle. The Cross Sport comes with a 4-year 50,000-mile warranty, a 3-year 36,000-mile roadside assistance plan, so that can save you some money, as well as 2 years or 20,000 miles of scheduled maintenance. Again, all of that adds up, and a lot of the competitors don't offer that. You'll also want to note that Cross Sport logo is embossed right here on the door, really nice and modern. Our test vehicle has roof rack as well as a panoramic glass roof. Coming around to the back, you can see this has a sport back design, which I really like. Integrated third brake light into this upper wing, your rear wiper, your Volkswagen logo, and the Atlas here, LED taillights, the 4Motion logo to let you know it's all-wheel drive. And this is the SEL trim level. The Atlas Cross Sport comes with a tow hitch as well as a brake controller, which is a really nice feature to add, especially if you've got a camper or you're hauling bikes or whatever it might be. This vehicle is certainly a sportier way to transport them. We're going to start the vehicle. The engine start-stop button is right here in front of your shifter. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, you have a nice backup camera, a round view with park assist, which is really nice to have. When it comes to seating, Volkswagen definitely impresses with standard ventilated front seats and heated seats, as well as a heated steering wheel, which is really a nice standard feature to have. It has your memory seat settings right here on the seat for the driver's side, as well as lumbar on the driver's side. It is a power passenger seat, but there is no lumbar. Higher trim levels will offer fancier quilted leather seating with diamond stitching. The second row has reclining 60/40 split seats with 2 latch belt systems for child safety seats. Those are really nice to have, and if you need 3 rows, you go to the regular Atlas. It's important to note that this vehicle also has standard heated rear seats, which is a major plus. Also behind the center console, there is 2 USB-C charge ports, as well as additional charging. Getting into the second row, you can see that there is manual sunshades, which is really great if you're hauling babies. In addition to that, you've got Harman Kardon audio speakers in the doors and additional storage. There is pouches behind each passenger and driver's seat, which is nice for putting items. Pull down this armrest and you've got 2 cup holders as well as a place for other items. These seats do fold 60/40 to give you that maximum storage capacity. This 12-inch center screen is much like that of your smartphone. You press this button to get right to either your home page or to all the different settings. You've got your phone settings here as well with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Of course, it's got wireless charging and connectivity as well. Check out that Harman Kardon audio settings, and you can adjust all the media that you need. Of course, it's Bluetooth, and all the settings are here, so you can pick what works best for you. You can do internet radio, AM, FM. The volume button is a slide here, or it is a button on your steering wheel. I wish it was a knob, but this is the new design. Your navigation screen is here. If you want to go to the maps, it's right there. It's pretty standard, works as expected, but most people are using their phone. On the vehicle itself, there are some settings and some status information. This is important information. Personally, I shut that off. I'm not a fan of start-stop technology, but you can also check your tire pressure, which is really nice to have because a lot of people don't know how to check it, but if it's already checked for you, it's even better. You can go into the vehicle settings as well. Super easy to use, probably one of the easiest I've seen. You've got headlights and tires and mirrors. You can turn the vehicle around so you can get all the information that you would like. I think that's pretty cool. Really nicely done, in my opinion. Going into the interior, same thing. If you want your head-up display, which I prefer, I turned that on. But you can also do the cockpit settings, the ambient lighting, which there is over 30 different ambient lighting settings. And people like that. They want to make it very personal. Also, don't forget there's tons of charging, 6 USB-C charge ports, wireless charging, and of course that connectivity is super important. You will note that the materials and the standard high-end comfort features that are included, as well as 3-zone climate control, which I think is a really nice little feature. Going back here, you've got your app connect. Volkswagen has your connectivity for your phone, your sound settings for your Harman Kardon audio system if you choose to go up to that stage, or you can get the basic audio settings. Either will work. Your help button, you get all your information instead of having an owner's manual. It's right here. Super easy to use. And then your additional settings that you might want to change. All of this is really easy to change and check. Again, information you would need on a daily basis. And this is customizable, which I think is really, really nice. Other buttons, if you go further down below this 12-inch center screen, you've got 2 vents. You can hit your assist button, which shows you the safety. So you can decide which piece of safety you want. It's also explained to you. It's whether it's someone blind spot detection. It's all right there. It tells you by touching the button. It's really good because you also get to learn what this vehicle does, or you can just go into the settings here and adjust what works for you, including the active cruise control, the dynamic cruise control, the lane change assist, lane keeping, forward collision warning, and so forth. All of that is right here. You can go into the menu at any time, including the camera for the back by just pressing that button, climate control, and below this is your drive modes. There's eco, comfort, sport, custom, off-road, and snow. And you can also adjust those individually if you wish. Again, you're only going to get the snow mode with the 4Motion, which is the all-wheel drive. You'll also note below those 4 buttons that get you into all the settings that you might need. Below that is wireless charging and USB-C charge ports. Further back, you've got your start-stop button, and that is your new Prindle or shift lever. It is short, yes, and people like it or don't like it, but it's nice to not have something in the way. So I think it works really well. You get used to it really quickly. Parking brake and your 2 cup holders and tons of storage, and that includes inside this gigantic glove box, which also has another USB-C charge port. Heading over to the right, I do like this diamond design, soft touch. Really did a nice job with the gloss black and the nice materials. Really nicely done and designed, very modern. Heading over to the steering wheel, you've got your usual controls, including your volume and cruise control here. And on this side, you have the ability to change each side of your customizable screen in front of you, and that allows you to accept it up and down. There's different settings, and of course you can adjust that side to side. The R-Line has this nice little R to remind you you're driving a pretty sporty little vehicle. Also, flat bottom steering wheel to make it easier to get in and out of the vehicle. There is paddle shift. I'm not sure if you're actually going to use it, but they do have it on this vehicle. This is more of a vehicle that you would use to drive and get yourself from place to place. You can change the left and right screen with tons of information right there on your steering wheel. Just set it for whatever you would like. It's all right there. And the same thing for the right side, which I do appreciate because none of the competitors have this adjustability, which I think is nice. Really nicely designed. Put your navigation right there if you wish. And then of course you can also change the middle if you wish to the information that you would like. Headlights are on the left side of the steering wheel. They're automatic, super easy to use, and of course there's fog lights. When it comes to storage, below this center console, which is why the shifter is designed the way it is this huge open area. This is great for putting items, and that is really nice because there's never enough room in any vehicle, and there's a gigantic glove box as well. Our test vehicle has that panoramic glass roof. It is huge. I actually like it. They did a nice job. Under the hood of all new Atlas Cross Sports is a 2-liter turbocharged powertrain that replaces the 4-cylinder and the VR6. It's backed by an 8-speed automatic transmission, and this gives you better performance and improved fuel economy. towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. The front-wheel drive version gets you 20 miles to the gallon in the city, 27 on the highway, while the all-wheel drive, which is our test vehicle, the 4Motion, gets 19 miles to the gallon in the city and 26 on the highway. 0 to 60 time is 6.7 seconds to 6.9 seconds, depending upon which trim level. When you're driving something that's called sport, you expect a sportier experience. And right away you can feel that the steering wheel is tighter than it was in the comfort or the eco mode. And I really like this vehicle as far as how it rides. Really comfortable, and you can adjust that in the individual setting. But right now, we're just driving through this little circle here just to give you a feel for the sport mode. 0 to 60 time is 6.7 or 6.9 seconds, whether you buy the front-wheel drive or the 4Motion all-wheel drive. It's got piped-in audio for the exhaust note because this vehicle really doesn't have a throaty exhaust. A lot of manufacturers are doing that now. So if you think, geez, it sounds loud, you can adjust that. But this is what all the manufacturers are doing because four-cylinder engines just are not loud. They're not throaty V8s. But this vehicle handles really nicely, and I'm pretty impressed with the overall experience with this vehicle. If you're considering one of the competitors, take this for a drive for sure before you make a final decision, because a lot of people are unaware that this vehicle really handles well and performs like it should. The Atlas Cross Sport is really a nice vehicle. If you're towing something or you're just driving around town, you won't be disappointed. If you're thinking about buying an Atlas Cross Sport, take one for a test drive. This one came from Basil Volkswagen in Lockport, New York. Driving this vehicle for the day, you can really see how the utility of this vehicle, the modern design, the comfortable ride, the fact that there's ventilated seats, which is good because it's like 82 degrees outside today, and I really appreciate that. But then on top of that, I think people don't think about having a vehicle every single day that gets them there with a quality ride, and the Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport definitely performs. The fact that it comes with standard towing, I like that. I think if you need it, you have it. If you don't have it, it's good for resale. Cargo space is huge in the Atlas Cross Sport. 40 cubic feet of storage with the second row up and 78 cubic feet of storage with that second row folded flat. Pretty impressive. In addition, our vehicle has the first aid kit as well as the roadside assistance kit, which are really nice features to have with your vehicle. The 2024 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport starts at $37,000 and goes up to $52,800 if you want the top of the line with the all-wheel drive. And again, it depends on the options you want, but you can still get into this car at a very reasonable price. There are a lot of competitors in this category, including the Honda Passport, the Ford Bronco, the Kia Telluride, and many more. I'll put the full list in the description below. It's quite a long list, but we have reviewed all of them, so you can get a chance to see which one works for you. One of the major positives of this upgrade for 2024 is all of the standard features and the improved interior, much sportier, very easy to use, and of course extremely comfortable. Volkswagen has done a great job entering this marketplace of 2- and 3-row SUVs, but this is a sweet spot and it seems to be doing really well for the brand. I did not cover every single little detail on the 2024 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport, but if you have additional questions or comments, put it down below. I'll be more than happy to answer your question. If you'd like to buy this vehicle or you're having trouble finding one at a good price, check out Basil Volkswagen in Lockport, New York. Tell them that you saw this video and they'll be happy to work with you. If you got value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you'd like to support our channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, as well as for our podcast, the book, and my social media, and of course the website. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you get a chance to take this for a drive. It's a pretty nice vehicle. Thanks so much for watching.